the jump off. I've been gone for a minute, now I'm back with the jump off. Goons in the club, case something jump off. Get back up for the high, but the pump off. In the graveyard is where you get dumped off. All we wanna do is party and buy everybody at the bar Bacardi. Black Barbie dressed in Bulgari. I'm trying to leave in somebody's Ferrari. Spread love, that's what a real mob do. Keep it gangster, look out for the people. I'm the wicked bitch of these. You better keep the peace, or out comes the beast. We the best, still is room for improvement. Our presence is felt like a black people movement. 7 quarter to 8, back to back when I'm sitting on chrome. 7 times back on my beats. With the Bentleys, the Hummers, the Benz. Escalade 23 trims. Jumping out the Jaguar with the Timbs. Keep your bread up and live good. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. All my players in the hood stay fly. And if you ballin', let me hear you say ride. It's Lil Kim and Timberland. This shit yours. Special delivery to you and yours. I rep the bitches, he rep the boys. If you rep your hood, then make some noise. I got my eye on the guy in the orange coat. Don't need no cream bee, got the LD throat. Let me show you what I'm all about. How I make a Sprite can disappear in my mouth. Shake up the dice, throw down your ice. Bet it all, play a price. Money ain't a thing, throw it out like rice. Been around the world, cop the same thing twice. Rub on my, squeeze on my. Give me some, step on the gas. Pop the cork and roll up that. You know what we about, sex, drugs, and cash. With the Bentleys, the Hummers, the Benz. Escalade 23 inch rims. Jumping out the Jaguar with the Timbs. Keep your bread up and live good. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. All my players in the hood stay fly. And if you ballin', let me hear you say ride. Into the world of...
Come on. Yeah. B.I.G. Freaky time. Yeah. Else. Light 'em.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Daily Art Debrief. Today we're not gonna do a Daily Art Debrief because I was supposed to do it on Monday, and I apologize for that. I cannot explain why I didn't do it on Monday. Something came up that had me upset. I cannot explain it here because it got nothing to do with sports. But today, I'm here to give you your preview for the weekend when it comes to college football. That is, I am Marquis X, the guy with the Magneto helmet. It's me. And we're here to talk strictly about college football. I will do an NFL preview for you guys tomorrow, inshallah. If not, let me just do it today to make sure I get it out the way, because this whole program was based on physical sports. That's why I call it the great program, featuring combat when it comes to MMA and boxing previews. But I will have to make sure you guys get your college football straight. Don't forget that we are doing ACC, SEC, Big 10, Big 12, and Pac-12. But I also have to do what we call now the top 25, because last weekend I got 90% mark, damn near 100 on the NCAA, and I want to make sure that you guys are on that same wave as well. So let's get straight to it without further ado. When it comes to college football's top 7, I will either do a top 8 or a top 7 game, which will include all the divisions, Pac-10 into 7 picks or 8 picks. That include the SEC, my favorite league, that's where Alabama play, of course. ACC, we're going to have Pac-12, Big 12, Big 10. That's the top 5s, including all the other divisions in NCAA. To begin your coming weekend, on Saturday, you have at 12 p.m. in the ACC. The battle is an ACC affair between Florida State and Wake Forest. As you all know, America and North America, that Florida State is ranked 4th in the entire nation, being led by the potentially Heisman Trophy winner, Jordan Daniels. Jordan Travis. I say Daniel. Jaden Daniels played for my LSU, and Jordan Travis. So many Heisman Trophy candidates this year. Michigan State have his own Heisman Trophy candidate, and J.J. McCarthy, number 9. Penn State have Drew Allard, number 15, as their own potential Heisman candidate. My team, Alabama, we don't have a potential Heisman Trophy candidate winner because we are barely struggling to win games here. So we cannot be this cocky and arrogant to think that we're going to have a Heisman Trophy winner from our team. Ohio State, correction, the Ohio State is more in a position to have a Heisman, not only a Heisman wide receiver, potentially a Heisman quarterback. And as for other Heisman candidates, I cannot see other teams really. Beside Georgia Bulldogs, of course, who's number one in the nation, their entire team perhaps will be qualified or up for a Heisman Trophy winner this year. But let's just keep it basic. Me, I would say Jaden Daniels at LSU, JJ Mack at Michigan Wolverines, Jordan Travis, of course, they're doing wonders at Florida State, but you still have a losing record of one game. So you have to be damn near perfect to get the Heisman. But, folks, at 12 p.m. this Saturday, I would like you guys to grab your pen and paper. Since this is a vocal, I will say it slow and I will give you the description on how to do it proper. Pause. So, to begin, as we know, Florida State here is doing well this year, and Wake Forest is shaky at home. They're the one hosting Florida State University at 12 p.m. Ignore the lines that's being put before you that minus 20 on the spread. Florida will not cover the minus 20 spread. I repeat. If you are listening to this right now, please hear me and hear me clear and well. You will select Wake Forest plus 20 points as the underdog. Home turf and home field advantage always come through when you come to a rival game like this. The entire world want Florida State to win by minus 20. My good people listening to this broadcast on the other end, I would like you guys to go plus 20 against that line. Wake Forest will cover the spread as the underdog. Right there you pick plus 20. I'll repeat because this is audio. Plus 20 Wake Forest. Plus 20 Wake Forest. Plus 20 Wake Forest to be the underdog to cover the spread at 12 p.m. this Saturday. If you ask me for the winner, 100% Florida State will win this game 100%. Wide receiver Keon Coleman will be a major factor here to help Jordan Travis achieve this goal this coming Saturday. Moving on to the next game at 12 p.m. is the number 6 nationally ranked, the Oklahoma Sooners, traveling to Kansas City to face Kansas Jayhawks, who's 5-2. Oklahoma is 7-0, undefeated, 4-0 in the division. This game is a Big 12 battle. You go with the team who have the home field advantage here. I would like you guys to go with plus 10 Jayhawks, plus 10 Jayhawks, plus 10 Kansas City Jayhawks. As for the winner itself, 100% guarantee Oklahoma, who's nationally ranked 6th in the nation, will 100% win the game. I repeat, Oklahoma Sooners will win this game. But mark my word, 100% plus 10, plus 10, plus 10 Jayhawks will cover the spread for you guys this weekend. The next game we have at 12 p.m. in the Big 10, Indiana University traveling to the nationally ranked Penn State. Penn State will win this game to go 7-1. Drew Aller, the quarterback I would like one day to play at the Buffalo Bills to replace Josh Allen in the Pro League. This kid is a potential Heisman Trophy winner. Drew Aller, that's his name. Or also known as number 15 at Penn State University, one of the greatest college in the nation. I love their program. I love their fan base. I love the way they cheer their team on to victory every weekend. You guys been doing a magnificent job at Penn State University. Respect to the Nittany Lions. And the spread here, folks, is minus 32 points. Folks, Penn State will cover minus 32. But if you're not sure, I would like you guys to buy some points to reduce the deficit to minus 30, minus 27, or even down to minus 25 on the spread. But make no mistake, Penn State is magnificent. They will cover this minus 32 spread with ease. Even if they increase it to minus 40, I'm sure that Penn State will cover that spread. Because Indiana University, a couple of weeks ago, lost to the potential national, the rightful heir to being number one in the nation, Michigan Wolverines. A lot of people will be upset with me right now, and most of them are, believe it or not, Georgia Bulldogs fans. Perhaps some Ohio State Buckeyes fans will be upset, but mark my word, Michigan Wolverine is the rightful heir to the throne and will solidify that statement when they become national champion this year. Georgia is number one, but it's a given number one. It's called the coaches poll. But the nation, for those of you who care for college football, you know that Michigan Wolverine is the number one team in the nation. Back-to-back convincing victories. I feel like they're being wronged on and being disrespected by the ranking polls. Now, number 4 team this year for you, this weekend for you guys, is at 3:30 p.m. when the almighty Georgia descended upon Florida and Gatesville at the Gators' backyard in all their glory. As much as I would like Georgia Bulldog to fail, reality is something that's different. It speaks different to the universe. Now, Georgia has been selected to beat the Gators minus 15 points. Folks, be ready for a shock when the Gators defend their territory with Trevor Etienne's younger brother, Travis Etienne, will defend their backyard on the spread. 100% the Georgia Bulldogs will win this game. I repeat, 100% the Georgia Bulldogs will be victorious in the backyard of Florida Gators. There is no way Georgia will lose this game. Too much is riding on the line here, folks. They are being chased by the great Michigan Wolverines. They are being chased by the great Ohio State. And make no mistake, they will not drop their guard. Even I, Alabama, have a saying in the fate of the Bulldogs. Because of this, it will motivate them, propel them to become victorious at the backyard of the Florida Gators. However, there's a but. There's always a but. And this is where the spread comes in. To defeat the narrative of minus 15, minus 10, you will do the bet like this. You will select Florida Gators, again, home field advantage. Home field advantage will come through Therefore, the Florida Gators, I select you to upset Georgia this weekend for me at 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon, plus 15, plus 14, and even plus 10. You go with the Gators, I guarantee you guys gonna cash out handsomely. Again, I repeat, plus 14 Gators, plus 14, plus 14 to the Florida Gators, who will lose to Georgia 100%, but they will beat the spread. Following that game, we have the game BYU University traveling to the 7th ranked team in the nation, Texas Longhorn, as the host. This game is at 3:30 p.m. Texas will win this game. Just pick Texas. There is a spread out there that's minus 18, minus 17. Just to be safe, go with Texas Longhorn. Matthew McConaughey never say I never show a team some love, bro. So Texas Longhorn, 1 second here, let me put this down myself for the result. We'll win this game. Just go with the money line. Money line this one, and Texas win the game. Don't get too cocky. It should be minus 1,000 to minus 955. Go with the money line, minus 955. Or, as we call it, the BUDUB, dub, whatever you call it. Texas win this game. And then at 7 p.m. we have the Tennessee Volunteers, who are volunteering themselves for an ass whooping when they travel to Kentucky University. Even though they're ranked 21st in the nation, I don't trust the Volunteers, because when it comes to big SEC games like this, always go with the home turf advantage. And Kentucky have the home turf advantage, and because of this, they will beat Tennessee Volunteers. They're both tied neck and neck, 5-2 when it comes to their records. But if you go with the home field advantage here, it favors Kentucky on a cold Saturday night. There is no way that the Volunteers will beat them in Kentucky. Not to be cocky, I just know the SEC too damn well. Therefore, I have to go with Kentucky here, guaranteed to upset the 21stly ranked Tennessee Volunteers. As I said before, you are volunteering yourself for a butt whooping at Kentucky. And then at 7:30, my last game on NCAA weekend is Colorado Buffalo travel to UCLA, who's 5-2, and Deion Sanders is 4-3 with the Colorado Buffaloes. Here we go again. Oh my God, you're supposed to go with Deion Sanders because you have to make sure that you support the cause. You support the cause. Right. Sorry, Coach Sanders. You are in for a rude awakening when you travel to UCLA. Guaranteed W for the UCLA team who will beat the Buffaloes. Sorry, Colorado. This is what they're saying. They're saying that UCLA will beat Colorado minus 17. Folks, if anybody in your local province or your state giving you this odd, they're lying to you. They don't like you. Colorado, yes, they're 4-3, but they will not lose by this spread of minus 17. Go with Colorado plus 17 to cover the spread. They will not let you down. They will lose the game to UCLA, but they will cover the plus 17. I would strongly advise that you guys pick them as the underdog here. For the spread, not for the game. A football game is 4 quarters, and within these 4 quarters, I expect UCLA to defeat Deion Sanders' team this Saturday. They will not win the game, but they will make you smile when they cover the spread. That's all I have when it comes to college football. And as for my number 8, I saved that for my team. Yes, out of favoritism. I'm an Alabama fan. I have to go with my team when it comes to favoritism. That's why I saved the 8th spot for them and for them only. But for picks, I give you a top 7 teams to deliver when it comes to this gorgeous weekend coming up. Inshallah, I hope And as for Alabama, who do I play this weekend? One moment for all my Alabama lovers. Roll ties. 1 second. Let me select it by division. SEC, come on. I don't even know who I'm facing this weekend. 1 second. Let me find that for you guys. Alabama University. La. Crimson Tide. This weekend, we are playing at Alabama. 1 second. Who's my opponent this weekend? This is embarrassing. Biggie, can't you see? Sometime you just hit. No, 1 second here, folks. La. Alabama fans, we travel to. I think we have a bye week this weekend, so with that being said, I will see you guys on November 4th when we play LSU. Because as for the schedule here, I do not see Alabama, sorry folks, on the schedule for this weekend. But on November 4th at 7:45 p.m., we will face LSU. And I'm very concerned for Alabama for this game. So, Alabama, please do not mess this up. And for NFL lovers, if you love professional football, me I watch it as a bonus. I love it too, but my knowledge on the NFL is 50-50 every weekend because it's the most confusing league. Just like the English Premier League in soccer, you cannot make prediction unless you're arrogant and you want to give people bad advice. And just to prove that to you guys, last weekend, which was week 7 in professional football, apart from calling the Jacksonville Jaguars game right, and the Chargers versus the Chiefs, it was a complete embarrassment for me. Like I tell you guys, I own my L's. I'm man enough to do it. Detroit Lions embarrassed me by going back to their old self, losing to the Ravens. I did say +3 or +7. I have to hold my prediction, which I gave you guys for the Lions. And the Lions completely got obliterated by the Ravens. Congratulations to Lamar Jackson. Scoreline was 38-6, which is not reflective to the prediction I gave you guys. +3, +7 Detroit Lions. It's professional football. You cannot see it coming. As for the Jaguars, I did say Jaguars would win this game. Fair enough. Jacksonville fought valiantly, and now the AFC is really in a toss-up when it comes. The only team guaranteed now in the AFC is the Chiefs, the Dolphins, the Jaguars, and these are my only 3 teams that I will pick. Buffalo let me down with a disappointment, losing to the Patriots. Buffalo Bills and Bills fans, Bill Mafia, I'm afraid, unfortunately, the season may be over here when it comes to playoff contention because, let's face it, nobody showed up against the Patriots to seal the game, not to play the game. Football is a 4-quarter game. You can have a good 3 quarters, but you have to close the game. And Josh Allen threw a pick in the 4th quarter. Actually, threw it twice to number 24. And wow. If the Bills are serious about winning in the NFL in the next 10 years, Penn State, Michigan Wolverine have 2 quarterbacks that you guys need to be keen on. Wolverines, J.J. McCarthy. Penn State, Drew Aller. People who can play the quarterback position without running around and causing you ball games. I want the Bills to do good, but unfortunately, if you're getting beat by the worst team in the NFL, well, ahead of Arizona Cardinals, this is very alarming. Like this thing here, they lost 29-25, not being mentally inept to close the game. I don't know why. I called on Gabe Davis last weekend, and the entire team left me down. That includes Knox, Allen, Diggs, Gibbs, and the entire defensive core. This have to be fixed if you guys want to be a playoff. Because now, the Dolphins losing to the Eagles will wire them up now to challenge Jacksonville and the Chiefs. That will put you outside the top four, which will invite a team like the Jets, if what I'm hearing is true, that Aaron Rodgers is back. And let's not count out the Pittsburgh Steelers, who won a magnificent game last weekend against the LA Rams. And Los Angeles, Pickett to Pickens, Pickett to Pickens, Pickett to Pickens. Let's not count the Steelers. They're 4-2 now. Buffalo Bills is 4-3. A 4-2 record is more attractive to the AFC compared to a team who's 4-2 or 4-3. Now, looking at the AFC on the grid, Buffalo Bills is 4-3. Steelers are 4-2 in the AFC North. So that means if we have to do a top, if it was college football, I would go with the record 4-2 to eliminate the Bills, the Jets, the Indianapolis Colts, and the Houston Texans, alongside with my favorite team in the NFL period, the Raiders. So Buffalo, you got work to do. Now you're competing now with the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Ravens automatically, who are also gunning with you, the Chiefs and the Dolphins. Dolphins is playing now neck and neck with the Ravens, 5-2. So whichever way you look at it, the Bills have shot themselves in the foot by not beating the Patriots over the weekend. So that's a problem. But when it comes to the Jaguars, they're doing well. And folks, for the NFL, I would like you guys to pick Jacksonville again this weekend when they play against the Steelers in one of the game of the weekend in the AFC at 1 p.m. Jaguars is 5-2 after winning at the Superdome in a very difficult game this past Monday. I'm expecting Jacksonville to be the underdog here at Pittsburgh, even though they're hosting with a record of 4-2. I expect Jacksonville as my underdog here. I will close my eyes. They're very comfortable playing on the other team's ground. Trevor Lawrence, he's not afraid to sling that ball. And if he's jammed up, as we also against the Saints, he will take off on your behind when you're at least expecting. When you're at least expecting it, expect Trevor Lawrence to pump fake it on a 3-step count as a quarterback and take off. And when he take off for big yards. He will gain a good 20, 30 yards taking off on your behind. Why? He played the quarterback game well, and it's called ACC mentality. And the ACC league and NCAA, when the quarterback drop back, you never know what he's going to do. He may throw it. He just may take off and gain like 15 to 30 yards, as he did last weekend. Him and Cam Newton, ex-ACC quarterback, or ACC if you will, at Auburn University, the young man that used to play for both the Patriots and the Carolina Panthers, that's what he used to do. If I'm in trouble, I'm not looking for wide receivers. I'm running. I don't want to get tackled. I don't want to get hurt. I take off. And rest in peace to the young man from the Migos. I take off. I like Josh Allen. I don't mind you running. There is a place and a time to run. Zach Wilson at the New York Jets is magnificent now at doing this. Why? He got hurt. He admitted it to the media. He said, man, they hurt my ribs. Now I have to find a new technique. I can mask it. If I have 8 drives in a quarter, if I have 30 drives in a ball game, which is 4 quarters, I will save at least 4 drives to be selfish as a quarterback to retain the rock to myself and run with it. Because if I start running around, it's going to be too predictable. And a mean defense like the Dallas Cowboys defense, the 49ers defense, the Chargers defense, the Detroit Lions defense, still, that loss don't mean anything. I know you guys will recover from this. Can catch up to my antics and put a helmet to my rib cage. Okay? Now, as you all saw the Ravens did, they won the game against the Lions by using that same technique. Lamar, you will not run around, you will throw the football. And just like Rex Ryan, Stephen A. Smith, and Uncle Shannon Sharp always say, if you throw the football as a quarterback and do your job, you will bear and you will ripe the fruit to your labels. Jaguars +7, +10, or even win this game at the backyard of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, folks, Jaguars +10, +7, even +3. I highly recommend you buy some points to win this game. And a guaranteed 100% at 1 p.m. Miami Dolphins will defeat the New England Patriots to go 6-2. You can go -3, -7, -10, -14 even. I am 100% sure even at -14, -10, the Miami Dolphins will beat the New England Patriots. A delicious prediction here. -10, -14, the Jaguars will the Dolphins will defeat the Patriots to avenge that loss to Philadelphia that they experienced on Sunday, and they will make up for that because last Sunday, 37-17, the Eagles they were flying low. Normally Eagles fly high, but this time they had the Dolphins to select to claw it up from the ocean, and they had to fly low like a seagull and handle their business. And they did beat the Dolphins 31-17, but the Dolphins will make New England pay for that with a proper punishment on Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. The Rams will travel to the Cowboys. Folks, go with the Rams underdog +14, +10 Rams. We are expecting the Cowboys to win this game, but when you expect the Cowboys to win games, expectations, Dallas Cowboys. That's all I got to say. Go with the Rams as your underdog. So that's 3. And I have 3 more to go for the NFL. Actually, 2 more this weekend. It's the Pro League. It's too confusing. A guaranteed game for you guys is Seattle hosting the Cleveland Browns. Underdog. I have to go with the Browns. Seattle has been shaky lately. Therefore, I have to go with the Browns, even though they had a hard game against the Colts. I believe that if you pick Cleveland Browns +7, +10, you should be in a good position. Don't go with a win. They don't have Nick Chubbs, and they're struggling kinda in the quarterback department with Deshaun Watson. After what I saw against the Colts over the weekend, I would strongly advise you guys go with the Browns as the underdog. If you want to go with a winner, Seahawks should win this game with ease. No disrespect. And as for the game on Sunday afternoon, we have at 4:25 the Bengals traveling to the 49ers in San Francisco. Brock Purdy coughed and choked against the Vikings. Number 24 had your numbers the whole night in the cornerback position, and he actually cost you the game with the last interception. The 49ers will beat the Bengals and San Fran to go 6-2. Now, if you want to go with odds, I advise you don't do no spreads. Just go with whatever money line they put in front of you. It should be minus 500 or to minus 400. Just go with the W, San Francisco, because the Bengals are 3-3 and they're looking to go 4-3 to snap out of the 500. Yeah, I'll go with the 49ers. Bengals on the spread. So Bengals plus 14, plus 10 to make it difficult. But I expect the 49ers defense to come through it being led by Mr. Bosa. In the offense, Kittle as the tight end, Purdy as a quarterback, Debo, and of course the best running back in the NFL right now, I would say, tied neck and neck with Henry from the Titans, McCaffrey. And for the game on Monday night, folks, it's the Raiders. I know how suck we are. The Lions should win this one to go 6-2. 100% guarantee, no money line, no spread. If there is a spread, go with minus 10 Lions, minus 7 Lions, minus 3. Do not exceed past minus 10. You will be disappointed. As for guarantee, my Raiders will lose the Detroit Lions. 100% guarantee. As for recapping the last week's scores when it comes to college football, I did well. Before I close the show, 65 points over and under I did for UCF in Oklahoma. I did, was it 65 points? I did 60 points. I came close. But I did tell you guys by some points. 5 points short of that 65 points. Air Force Navy, scoreline was 17-16. I did say by some points. Air Force guaranteed to win the game, of course. No lines. I did pick Michigan Wolverines minus 30. Michigan did 49 to zip. They should be ranked number 1 in the nation. But they give it to Georgia. Out of pure robbery. I did say Utah was the underdog against USC, plus 7. Utah plus 14. Utah won the game, beating the plus 7. Oh yes, I deliver. Scoreline was 34-32. Utah, congratulations. Respect. And then we had Arizona Sun Devils against Washington. And I did tell you the highly ranked number 5 team in the nation, Washington, would win the game and to go 6-0. And they won the game 15-7, beating the Arizona Sun Devils. 100% guaranteed, like Joe Namath, and I delivered to you. Bam! College football. I'm always on. I love it. Missouri brought the misery to South Carolina Gamecocks, winning the game as I predicted, 34-12. Brady Cook cooked South Carolina Gamecocks, and the Miz went 34-12. Alhamdulillah, I deliver. When it comes to college football, that is. As for Tennessee ranked to Alabama. It was 34-20. We did beat them, but man, it's Alabama. I don't know what we're doing this year. I hope that we guys find clarity so we can get ourselves in the bowl conversation in December. Folks, to close the show, there is a highly anticipated match this weekend when it comes to boxing. If you guys love fantasy boxing, watch Frances Ngannou face Tyson Fury. I don't do predictions for fantasy fights. You guys enjoy the fights. And as for UFC, I hope you guys enjoyed the UFC over the weekend in Abu Dhabi. I had fun to see Islam Makhachev retain his title against Volkanovski. Unfortunately, the champ was knocked out in the first round. It happens. It's fightings. And sometimes that's the way the game goes. You win some, you lose some. But Islam Makhachev, respect to you, sir. And also Khamzat Chimaev. And also respect for the opponents, brother Kamaru Usman, for stepping up in the cage in short notice. And as well as Volkanovski. Respect to you, Volk, for making the event happen. Even though a lot of fighters were chicking out. Like John Jones. No name. no name. We don't want to disrespect the champion, but your name was called off first by Dana to volunteer for the fight on short notice. But again, we're not calling grown men chickens here on this show. But some men did not take the fight, as well as some people we know. And Gabriel Byrne, I don't know how your name slipped on my tongue. Pause. Your names were selected to fight in Abu Dhabi, but a lot of people chickened out. We're not naming names. But congratulations to the winners here. Folks, that's all I have when it comes to my great program. And we will come back with the Kenan podcast, inshallah. And that's it. And have a nice day, folks. And as always, I gotta make you dance. I gotta make you dance. I got ants in my pants. I gotta make you dance. Ah, ah. And the outro coming up. And a 5 and a 4. Oh yeah.
Just like a